I'm back with another NBA video. So today, Klay Thompson was confirmed with an Achilles tear, and that will leave him out for another year. And I've been wondering, can the Warriors wait until Klay Thompson comes back, or do they have to trade and get a better player to keep their dynasty alive? And the answer is that they need to trade for another player, because Steph Curry's not going to make it to the finals or the playoffs at all by himself, and he's not a lock by himself, because the Suns are probably going to take the Thunder spot, and then if the Rockets don't blow it up, they're not a lock. And if they do blow it up, then they can be a lock, but who knows. And I'm going to start getting into the trades. So the Warriors, they can trade for James Harden. There's a lot of stuff saying, well, he can go to the Brooklyn Nets, but the Warriors can actually offer the best deal unless the Sixers offer Ben Simmons. And if they offer James Wiseman, Nico Mannion, an extra player who makes $5 million, $6 million, and Andrew Wiggins, and you add in 3, 4, 5 first-round picks, if you do 5 and the Nets offer 5, I think the Rockets would take the 5 from the Warriors, because James Wiseman is a phenomenal player. He's athletic, and he's a player that a lot of GMs would want to build around. This can really help the Warriors become a top team, either the second team or first team, depending if LeBron can stay what he was last year. You have Steph Curry and James Harden, both top 5 players, or top 6, whatever. And then you have AD and LeBron, who are top 5 players too. And they're just going to be fighting over the West if this trade goes through. But you might be wondering, oh, Steph and James Harden aren't a good mix. But if James Harden doesn't have to take as many shots like Chris Paul, they were the best back then, because Chris Paul can shoot, Russell Westbrook can't. So he's shooting up a lot of threes, and Westbrook's driving. That was a very badly coordinated team. And if the Warriors do get James Harden, they're going to be good. And another trade they can possibly do is get Bradley Beal for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and 3 first-round picks. Because you're getting James Wiseman back, and then the Wizards are entering rebuild mode, trying to run it back with John Wall. And then you get Bradley Beal, who's a good player and a secondary star, and he could pair well with Steph Curry, and he can be a great secondary star who can take shots and drop 50 points a game if you need to. And they can get farther into the playoffs, conference finals, semifinals. And if Steve Kerr can outcoach Frank Vogel, they could have a chance at going to the finals. But they're going to need to bench players to step up, play really good, all the other players, and Curry and Bradley Beal are going to need to do amazing to beat the Lakers. And both of these teams that I mentioned where they trade, they are going to need to sign their free agents with their mid-level exception, and they're going to need to get a good players, probably a center. The Warriors can pick up Montrezl Harrell, maybe if they want to release some of their free agents. He could be a good small ball center. Or if they want to get Christian Wood, a power forward who they can move over to center, and he'll be a little bit undersized, but he's a great power forward / center who can stretch the floor. And it's really going to depend on the Warriors front office. Either they want to blow it all up, or they're going to have to make a trade to save this dynasty. And if they don't make it this year, Curry will be officially out of his prime. Klay would be on one of his last years, or out of it. and they would have Bradley Beal or James Harden there, and you'll have a team who could contend for the finals next year. Not this upcoming year, if they don't win it this year. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.